bene bana je ku kai lo lo mu bo ku je ke no bene ya mani be ma chu kyam ba ya chu ku ku mini nyam ku ku mu tawi ba ya di chu kyam radia ai chu kyam lo pen ku ba ya mani be ma chu kyam ba ya chu ku mini nyam ku ku mu tawi ba ya di chu kyam radia chu kyam lo pen ku ba ya mani be ma chu kyam ba ya chu ku mini nyam ku ku mu tawi ba ya di chu kyam radia ai chu kyam lo pen ku ba ya ku mo ya ai ba an na ku ai chan ya abo ba ku ai chan ba ya na ku mo ya na da ku mo ya na ya na ku ai chan ba ya ku ba ba an na ku ai chan ya abo ba ku ai chan ba ya na ku mo ya na da.
Have started our program officially, and I will just take this opportunity to recognize each and everyone in this room by starting with our community leaders. Today, this room looked too diplomatic, isn't it? Everyone is on a very smart suit, showing that South Sudan has a very future in terms of leaders. You know, leaders are always ever smart. Whoever is smart is having also a smart brain. So I think you people, you are very smart today. Just clap your hand for, hey. I know this is one of the events where I've seen people are extremely smarter and smarter. I believe all your heart are also like this. All the community leaders, I think if I have not mentioned your name, kindly, I welcome all of you to this special event. Let me also go and welcome the President of South Sudanese ATNS University, Mr. Pino Marial, all the way from Musanze. Imagine this is one of the persons who have traveled a distance to reach this point. So you are most welcome, sir.
Our guest of honor, Oiton Lad Makeriak in his absentia. Our chief guest, who is also a brother, elder brother, and a person who has been always with us, Brother Peter Lualding. The invited guest, Brother Taktong Atak. I would also wanted to recognize the presence of our acting chairperson of South Sudanese Student Association in Rwanda, community representatives, university representatives, the incoming new leaders, not forgetting to recognize my brother, Thig Mayol, who happened to be the chairperson of Greater Bahr El Ghazal Youth Union in Rwanda. Ladies and gentlemen in the room, good evening. My name is Pino Marie Machar. I'm the representative of South Sudanese ATNS. But as I'm standing here, I stood on to give you the insight of how did this association exist. This is my home. I'm from Bahr El Ghazal, and I would wanted to take you through. Due to interest of time, Bahr El Ghazal Student Youth Union existed 8 years ago, 8 months, I mean to say it. And with its establishment, some members, some students from Bahr El Ghazal region, they came up with an idea. We have the life of example of my brother Taktong Atak, and the chairperson plus other people whom I did not mention. We came up to establish this student youth union for gathering the students and for bringing South Sudanese together, despite of not being from Bahr El Ghazal. So the main aim was to bring unity among the students and to bring us together. As we have seen in the room, we didn't only have Bahr El Ghazal members, we have South Sudan. Our main aim of forming this unity is to extend like a student knowing themselves. If we come together, you can know yourself. you promote peace among yourself. As we are in foreign lands, we form all these umbrellas just for us to know each other. If we go back home, then we will be able to know this Miss Y, this Miss X, whom I have met in one occasion or another. I would like to appreciate the leadership, the incoming leadership, and to all our audience, our brothers and sisters who has made this occasion to be colorful. Indeed, without people, it would have not been so wonderful as you did. We will see what will be the programs of the day. But yeah, this is the short and brief background I needed to give you about the existence of this wonderful union of the student in Rwanda. Thank you very much.
Greater Bahr El Ghazal waye? Greater Bahr El Ghazal waye? Greater Bahr El Ghazal waye? Yes, it should be like waye from you guys because I've seen your beautiful faces. First of all, I would like to recognize the guest of honor, Abraham Lad Makir, in his absentia, and the chief guest, Peter Waldeng. I really appreciate you. I saw you in Bahr Student Union, and I'm really happy to see you here. It showed that you are a elder within the young people, and you are really supporting us. Thank you. And the invited guest, Attack Tong Attack, which is also the SPLM chairman in Rwanda. You are also welcome, my brother. And the community representative, school representatives, and the fellow students, and newly elected leaders. Good evening. I'm by name Deng Tiel Junior Mayan, and some people also knows me as Deng Mayan Deng, but you can call me Deng Tiel Junior Mayan. I'm comfortable with them. And I'm here today representing University of Rwanda. Campus is outside Kigali, and I'm not going to waste time because we don't have much time. I have only 3 points that I'm going to talk about. And when I see you guys, I don't only see Greater Bahr El Ghazal, but I see South Sudan. So that is one thing that I see. And to start, there's a quote that I like from Albert Schwantin. I think most of you know, you are a student. It said, the purpose of education is not to fill the mind with facts, but to teach one how to think. And this one will go to you, the new elected leaders. Being a leader is not about, putting your beautiful suit and maybe holding a positions. Maybe you're going to be telling your colleague that I'm a leader. But being a leader is grounded in purpose. First of all, to define your purpose. And that is the first point that I'm going to talk about. I know we are in the foreign land, but when we are in the foreign land, we have a purpose that brought us here. And if you are a student in these buildings, I urge you today, including the leaders that are elected, to first define the purpose. Why am I here? What do I want to achieve? I understand education is broad. You want to be a politician, you can be a business person, but when you define your purpose, for example, you wanted to be a leader, maybe in South Sudan, then you need to engage in policy making. You can be engaging in policy. If you want to be maybe an entrepreneur, there are opportunities here in Rwanda and outside Rwanda. Engage in them. And the past people that should do that is the leadership that is elected. Show your fellows who will be coming in and the one which are already here that there are opportunities outside there so that they can engage. And secondly, I'm going to talk about the mindset because I believe we can travel from South Sudan to Rwanda and educate ourselves and graduate and go back with degrees. But inside our mind, we can go back with the peak mindset that we brought back from South Sudan. And that is what I'm going to unpack today. I would encourage all of us, including the leaders that are elected, we need to be positively minded. And what do I mean with that? When you, when your mind is fixed, you come from South Sudan, and I know peak mindset doesn't stop you from getting the grade that you can get. Yes, you can get first class, you can get whatever you want, but it's still the way you think. You still think about Bahr El Ghazal, you still think about Equatoria, you still think about Bahr. That is what peak mindset does. But a truly educated person must not think about those things. You must think about a values of unity. And I know when you are educated, you will move beyond tribes. I do believe I'm from a tribe, but as an educated person, when you have anything you are doing, just know that whatever you are doing is grounded in unity. And with that, I'm going to conclude by saying that we need to live with purpose, and we also need to think with the growth mindset. We need to think like beyond the tribe line, and we need to be doing things that will put us together as South Sudanese. And lastly, we need to put together unity above tribe. I know being South Sudanese and 64 tribe is a blessing. It's not a curse. So we should put it together as a diversity in whatever thing we do. And I do believe the inauguration of today, it is a birth of a new association that is going to help the South Sudanese in Rwanda to coordinate everything smoothly without any issues. And with that, if we do that, we will not only transform our lives, we will transform South Sudan. And with that, I will thank you all and congratulate once again to the new elected leadership. Thank you, and assume your new role. Thank you.
Chief guest, Peter Luan, and Mr. Atak, the special guest, the President of South Sudanese, the student in Rwanda, and the community leaders, and university representative, and the new leadership that have just been sworn in. Good evening to all of you. I want to appreciate the leadership of Bahr El Ghazal for bringing us together again, and I wish you the very best in your new leadership. I'm not going to take a lot of time because we are late and we are going to hear from our elder later. So I will talk about one thing, and that is education. In my community where I come from, when you go to school, and my elders will correct me later, when you go to school or you go to town and you come back to the village, there is a name that is given to you. Like when I go back to my village now, they will call me Monachie. They will call me Monachie. That name or that title carries a very heavy weight. First of all, what is a child in our language? In my language, a child is someone that is born with disability. For example, we normally have 5 fingers, but if you are born with 6 fingers, you can be given that name because you are now a different creature from us who have 5 fingers. So the concept, I think, it came from that very creation. When you are created differently, you have gone to school, you are no longer the same again. So that is why when you go back home, they will call you Monachin. So I want you to take that into consideration. As you are coming here to Rwanda to study, make sure you go back as Monachin, and make sure you go back knowing that you are not the same again. Because if you are the same again, then there's not going to be change. I'm not saying go and change everything in your community, because there are beautiful things we need from our communities and from our cultures. Those things we shall keep them. But there are things we don't want. Those things we need to look into them, and as Monachia that you will go back as you are, you need to go and change them. Back to the leadership, I want to appreciate you for bringing us together again. I know it is not going to be an easy journey. It is going to be a tough one. But I think you are the only region who have done it, and it is good to bring all of the people in your region together so you know who you are. You know what is the potential of the other person. So when we go back home, we need to give you something to do when we actually know you. We don't need to lie to ourselves when we go back home. So it is good that we have come together. It's good that we have come together so we know what is capable of. We know what a cake is capable of. So when we assign you in the future, because we need to succeed in that country, when we assign you in the future, we know what we are assigning you for. Lastly, is to all of you that are here in Rwanda, know that you are not just carrying your name as Deng Aguto Deng. That is my name actually. You are carrying the name of South Sudan. So when you are taking a motto from your house to school, be very mindful of what you say, be very mindful of what you do because you are tarnishing our name. So whenever I'm moving, I always make sure that I'm not only moving as Deng, I'm moving as a South Sudan, and that I must also tell you to be very careful about it. And I thank you very much for coming, and God bless you.
Our chief guest, Peter Wall, the SPLM chairman, the president of the South Sudan Student Association in Rwanda, the community leaders, the school representatives, and then the owners of today, the leaders of the Bahr El Ghazal Student Union in Rwanda, and all the colleagues and fellows in the world. Good evening. My name is David Akampol. I'm a student at the University of Rwanda. So, in the previous years, I'm the one who has been studying on various podiums representing the University of Rwanda. But it's not that it's the only, or I'm the only permanent representative. But we have got various campuses, and if they happen to be in Kigali, they also take the chance to say a word of gratitude to their fellow South Sudanese. Back to the point, I'm one of the people who is always concerned with the way South Sudanese are producing various associations in foreign countries. I don't know if anyone has ever spoken about it, but it's what I've witnessed. We started with one association, and that was the Student Association. It was the founding association that we had in Rwanda here. But we slightly went back into our communities, regions, states, and now we are at the very point of disintegrating, but I see no harm in forming these associations. I know the founders or the pioneers of both these associations are of good intentions. They are forming these associations with the purpose of bringing the South Sudanese together, with the purpose of building leadership in ourselves. As it is always said that leaders are not born but nurtured. So what we are doing is leadership training. We should not only go to class and memorize those modules, and we also need to go outside the classroom and teach ourselves leadership. So it is what is being done by the students from Bahr El Ghazal today, and I really appreciate that. Keep up the spirit and keep training yourselves, and South Sudan is waiting to learn from your good leadership and you deliver to the country transparently. My second point is, we are all students here except very few people, for example, our guests, and maybe some other few individuals who have summarized their studies and they're just waiting for graduation. But our primary goal is academics. So there is no way you can come to a foreign country, you learn for 4 good years, then you go back home without a degree. What explanation do you give your parents? Or maybe if you are a parent of yourself, please, don't cheat yourself. Focus on studies and make sure that you execute what brought you to Rwanda and secure that bachelor's degree. You might be having connections or you might have made it at some point, but you said purposely that you are here for studies. So focus on your studies, then build your lives as well. Do not give your entire life to books. Books are not everything, but you also need them at some point. There are people who are connected by books. There are also people who make it without books. So do not let your life be defined by what you see in others, but see what works for you. We are very different, and different things work for us. And therefore, you must always define your life and see what will make you progress. So you should try each and everything. If it is the leadership, where your calling is, make sure you turn up when you are given the chance by your community to serve. Make sure you serve diligently, serve tirelessly, and make sure that your community sees the best in you. The leadership will not end in Rwanda here. When you go back home there, the people around here are the ones who will remember you, and they will say that so and so was one time a leader in this body, and we saw that he was really a great leader. So today it is time to reward him and give him a great chance to serve us. So therefore, my fellows or the colleagues from Bahr El Ghazal Student Union who have been sworn in today, make sure you take this leadership seriously. Do not take it for granted. I know you wanted to serve and you wanted people to see you that you are really a living. Give it all your best and make sure that people see that you are generous in your service, and will one day reward you with something more than this. A lot of people are going to speak, and we really started very early, so I beg you stop here. Thank you.
And you really encouraged us about leadership. Unfortunately, when I look at my left and I look at my right, I see gentlemen. Where are ladies? Is leadership for only gentlemen? I think it's for both genders. So your words should go directly to my sisters. We need to compete with them. They should not overrun us. Otherwise, let me not waste your time. My name is Aragut and Redwan. I will be the co-MC of my dear two brothers. I told them that I must master ceremony with you because you cannot be gentlemen alone. We need to compete with you. So to go ahead with the program, I would like to invite the chairperson of Mongwalia to come and give us a speech. If you are around, you are highly welcome. And he's a gentleman too.
Chief guest, our elder Peter Lwal, and the invited guest, the chairman of the SPLM chapter in Rwanda, the guest of honor, who is not present here, Oiton, and the representative of South Sudanese Association in Rwanda here, my brother Deng Philip, and also the chairman of Greater Bahr El Ghazal, my brother Tik Mayol, and different leaders from various different communities. My greeting to all of you. When I hear about Greater Bahr El Ghazal, I think about 4 states, which is the northern, then the southern, and Warab, and lakes. Those are the 4 combined Greater Bahr El Ghazal, if I'm not mistaken, according to my research. And this inauguration, which is the beginning of leadership. And when it is beginning, sometimes it's hard to begin. What I just want to encourage my new leaders, it is that association should not be run. It's not him alone. It's not Greater Bahr El Ghazal alone, but also the various different communities. That association should not be run by Grubat, Tamil group. That thing will not lead the association to go ahead. You better move with people. Don't combine 3, 4, 5 people and you say this is the association. No. When you see something like this, greater one, which is 4 states, then they're supposed to be include all of them, so that they achieve what they want. Secondly, also, I want to talk about here in Rwanda. Here in Rwanda, we are in school. And if we are in school, I'm not representative of any school or something like that, but a eyewitness. I want to say that those who are here, you have to focus in study. Don't move to the other things. Because there's a time that I went to insurance office or the visa office. I was about to take my recommendation to go and pick insurance. There was one guy there who was there, but he came 2024 and he did not go to school. Since 2024, after 2026 today, this is a waste of time. So we who are here in Rwanda, we have to focus on study. I'm sorry if I take part of others representative of student association in Rwanda here, but as an eyewitness, we're supposed to continue with what brought us here. Lastly, about my community is not going to participate. We have lost a great person in our community, And also at the same time, he's a permanent chief of Ngongolwale Yak in South Sudan and worldwide also. We lost him on day 13. So that one will make us also not to participate here. But we are here in spirit. Also, we are going to cooperate with Greater Bahr El Ghazal and work together.
So I will proceed with the program and welcome the chairperson of Bari community.
In the beginning, I would like to begin by extending my warm greetings to the chief guest, Peter Lual. You're highly welcome among your people. And I would also like to recognize the presence of the president of South Sudanese Student Association, Brother Deng. I'm really glad to see you. The president of the SPLM Rwanda chapter in our midst, I recognize your presence. All the community leaders and the chairperson of today's function, Tik Tik, I really recognize your presence and honor you at the same time for the invitation. We are not here to talk much. My name is George Loki, the chairperson of the Bari Student Union in Rwanda. However, my community is not here today to celebrate with you due to some circumstances that has happened in the community. And we are really mourning a loss of one of our sisters who has lost our family members. That's why they are not here to celebrate. However, they are just here. I'm here to pass like a message. They say that congratulations, 1,000 congratulations for the new leadership, and we look forward to establishing a very lasting friendship and participating in whatever activities that we as South Sudanese students in Rwanda are going to participate in. Congratulations once again, and they really send their greetings.
Before I start my speech, I want to recognize Ojtonlad Makeriak in his absences, and one of our elder, Peter Lualdeng. I think this is a man with a golden heart, and all of you can testify with that. He started with the inauguration of 2 East Student Association. He did not turn down the invitation. He also joined us when we did our inauguration on 13th. That was last week. And today is also with us. I think we need to appreciate a person for what they always do. We really appreciate you for that, and we are happy to have you always within us. And my brother, Atak Tong Atak, who is also invited guest today, and at the same time, the chairperson of SPLM Rwanda chapter. I recognize you, my brother. The acting chairperson of South Sudanese Student Association in Rwanda, Deng Philip, I also recognize you. The student representatives from different universities and the community leaders, I recognize you all. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Akesh Kanywajur. I'm the chairperson of Bahr County Student Association in Rwanda. That was just inaugurated last week. We have joined a band of associations that has been fragmented from the previous association that we had, the South Sudanese Student Association in Rwanda, which I see has no burden because we need to know ourselves. When we go back to South Sudan, we need to know who is that person. And it's the right time to exercise the skills that we have. Moving forward, I just want to congratulate the newly inaugurated leaders from the Greater Bahr El Ghazal. And the most important thing is not to maybe thank you right now for establishing the association. The most important thing is to appreciate you when we see you guys have implemented the core values of why you established this association. And I'll be glad to appreciate you when you step down. And I have seen the core values of why you established the association. And for the meantime, I want to appreciate you for starting, because always a step is a step before you go to other important things that you're going to do. I know all of us were here for education. And I cannot say that all of you are not studying. You are into various universities. And I want to bring to your attention, there are two things. There's someone who is illiterately educated and someone who is literately educated. These are two different things. You can go to school and live with illiterate education. What do I mean by illiterate education? These are people that they know exactly the economics of poverty, but instead they use the position that they have to defend those things. These are people who know the burden of corruption, but instead they continue to practice in corruption. Those are people that have gone to school, they have passed with high GPAs, they have even passed the examinations, they have also graduated. But the education that they went through has not penetrated inwards. And I just want to say, let the education that we're going through penetrate into us so that we transform South Sudan. South Sudan needs us. And on people that are literally educated, these are people that have allowed education to penetrate through them. And I know these are people in this room. I know education has penetrated into us. Let's just take what we're doing when we go back to South Sudan and we give back to our country, South Sudan. I know South Sudan has different generations, and those generations had something that they gave to South Sudan. And one of them, I can say our great grandfathers, they gave their blood to make sure that we also have what we call the independence that we're trying to enjoy today. At the same time, our parents, they went in through decades of displacement, which you all can testify. And all of us today, I think we are the people that South Sudan needs. And we have something that we need to give to South Sudan. And I am proud that all of the people that are in this room are this generation that have something to give to South Sudan. Because of time, I beg to stop here and welcome my community to do their cultural participation.
Mara,
I know some of us are beginning to sweat. That is the action from Bahr. So at this time, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to welcome a speech from the representative of Leg Students Union here in Rwanda. Please, you are most welcome to give your speech.
Distinguished Chairperson Thick of Bahr El Ghazal and his deputy chairperson Mabora Sheikh and the entire executive. The chief guest Peter Lwal, the interim chairperson of SPLM chapter in Rwanda, Attack Tong Attack, the president of South Sudan, the Student Association, Deng Plef, the community representatives, different universities, representative brothers and sisters, our fellow, I can just call them Asians. I think they are our partners today. You are most welcome. I think it is not much to speak, but whenever you are recognized, you have to come and greet people. So I want to say some few things. I will not talk much, but I will talk on the opposite side of this. Something that many people normally talk about it, but nobody ever talk about the opposite side of what we always discuss here. My message is going to be directed to the leaders and to everyone who often come to this podium and speak about peace. The people you are seeing seated before us here are not the people that should always hear the word peace. Because I feel like these are already peaceful-minded individuals. And the reason I'm saying that is there are a certain group of people that normally they don't attend an event like this. It is hard to find them. It's either you find them in club, on campuses, or when they have problems, or when they gather, at their secret places. And I never see one of you speaking about this individual. You see the hall is empty. And I think this hall is too small for South Sudanese who are here in Rwanda. To summarize this, I want we community leaders, universities representatives, South Sudanese student associations, SPLM chapter, to look into this problem. Because whenever you come here and you speak about peace, I feel like these people in front of us, they really value what peace and unity. But there are some individuals outside there that we need to reach out to them and share the word peace with them. I want to call the SPLM chapter aligned with South Sudanese student associations and community leaders to work together and create a way that we can reach out to these people. And if we fail to do that, and we focus on these people who normally attend events like this one, I think the 50% is going to be clean, and 50% of South Sudanese is going to be unclean. So I want us to create something that, I don't know what are we going to create, but we have to create something that can speak to those people, either the committee or what. So ladies and gentlemen, my message is very small, and I thank everyone for your attention. Thank you, and may peace be with us all. Thank you.
Before we start the next program, if there's someone outside there, let everyone come in. We'll have good information from Guru Travel Agency, and they are about to come, but I want everyone to first come inside before we welcome them. So, and as we continue, if we have the organizing committee, you can go and tell everyone to be inside. And Guru representative, we are really glad you are here with us today. And these are young people from South Sudan. And the celebration we are doing today is for a region within South Sudan called Bahr El Ghazal. And they have the inauguration of the youth union today. And as you requested us that you are going to be here with us, you have always been with us and with the people in Rwanda. We are here to listen because we also travel home. We also travel to different places. And we welcome you with our heart. Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause.
Hello everyone, and it's a great pleasure to be here, a part of what I think will be a history one day. And with that, in order to address this very important event, I have prepared a small speech. I would not take much of the time, so allow me to share a few words with all the community here. First of all, it is a great honor and privilege to be a part of this historic inauguration ceremony of the Greater Bahr El Ghazal Youth Union. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the leadership and all the members of the union for taking this important step towards unity, empowerment, and community development. I would like to thank our guest of honor, our sir here, sitting in a very beautiful suit. We absolutely enjoyed the dance, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the invited guests and all the members who have made this event possible. Today is not just the inauguration of an organization, it is the beginning of a platform that will bring together young people, encourage collaboration, preserve our rich cultural heritage, and create opportunities for future generations. As we all know, when the youth are united, organized, and empowered, communities prosper and nations grow stronger. On behalf of Sadhguru Travels, I would like to express our gratitude for allowing us to be one of the sponsors of this event. We firmly believe in supporting initiatives that promote community development, education, business growth, and cultural exchange. Allow me to briefly introduce our company. Sadhguru Travels is a global travel management company with 36 years of legacy, present in 80 plus countries all around the world. And I would like to take this chance and mention, sir, and all the people who are present here, that we are also present in South Sudan. We have our presence in Juba since over a decade. And it's just not an office. We have connected with the community on a greater level. With this, here in Rwanda, we are committed to serving our communities and with reliable and affordable travel management solutions. We provide international and domestic air ticket bookings, student travel and educational travel support, visa assistance and travel documentation, hotel reservations, corporate travel management, travel insurance, anything and everything that comes under a travel. Think travel, think Sadhguru. As we celebrate the special occasion, let us continue to work together, support one another, and invest in our youth, because they are the leaders of tomorrow. Congratulations once again to the Greater Bahr El Ghazal Youth Union. May this organization flourish and become a beacon of unity, progress, and opportunity for generations to come. Thank you, and may God bless the Greater Bahr El Ghazal community and bless us all. Thank you very much, and we are excited for what's coming next. Thank you.
Chief of Guests, Peter Lual, invited guests, or the chairman of SPLM Tong Attack, guests of honor, Hawkton, community leaders, university leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Kak Melekak, chairman of Rang Student Association here in Rwanda. Not forgetting also the month which is called TIC. And thank you also for recognizing us to come and share or participate in this wonderful inauguration of Greater Bahr El Ghazal. And we are so excited. On behalf of Rang Student Association, we just have only a message which we come here to tell our leaders of Greater Bahr El Ghazal, and I want also leaders of community to listen to this message. For us, being a leaders of different communities is something not easy, because first of it, we have to promote unity. Are we together? So having a unity in community, because we believe that in the family where people are united, we become strong. So let us work together. My brother Tik, I would like to say congratulations. And for those who read the Bible, God chose Solomon to lead the people of Israel, right? Then Solomon said that, God, you have to give me wisdom to lead the people of Israel. So I would like to say that, ask God for wisdom to lead Greater Bahr El Ghazal, and think will be good and for all of us. Yeah, thank everyone, and I want to apologize on behalf of Rank Cultural Group. They are not ready, so forgive us, but next time we shall participate together. Let God bless you. Thank you so much.
We are going to have ministers, honorables, even presidents here, and he's going to be the witness. He said, I was once there. So Chinwe Achebe was right. At this time, allow me now to welcome the chairperson of Twij Mayadit to come and give his remarks. My brother, you are most welcome. A round of applause, team, guys. These gentlemen. Thank you. Chief Guest Peter Loaldeng. In the first place, I would like to ask you so that we can appreciate our uncle, our elder brother, and our father at the same time, the chief guest of today. Can we at least give the hot clap to him? Thank you so much. Chief, this is what we have for you. You have been there for us always. And it is good also for the student or the children to be where there is Faran. So I really appreciate you for giving your time to us. Chairman of SPLM Rwanda chapter, Attack, I recognize you. The President of South Sudanese, Philip Deng, and the all community leaders, plus the school representative, and the new leadership of today, led by Comrade Thix, plus the General Assembly. Good evening. I am by name Kwaliola Yulkwal, the chairperson and the son of Bahr El Ghazal. I'm a chairperson of Twitch Mayadit, a student association in High Institute here in Rwanda. Today we gather here to witness the new chapter in Bahr El Ghazal. On behalf of Twitch Mayadit Student Association in Rwanda, I congratulate our new elected leadership. To my new leadership, the entire leaders, mark from today, you are going to represent Bahr El Ghazal, whether in good or in bad. You will be responsible for everything concerning Bahr El Ghazalian here in Rwanda. Leadership is a responsibility that requires unity and discipline. You are the best person to show us the respect. Then as the General Assembly will follow your footsteps. I encourage you to make a good work of the progress of Bahr El Ghazal here in Rwanda. We want a good image, and we want also to be in peace with all our South Sudanese students here in Rwanda. To our community members, at this juncture, I want to talk about time. Like this occasion was to start at 12, but it took us up to 4 before. Can we imagine? We are in foreign country. We need to do our activity earlier, then we go back to our residence. But without audience, we the leaders, we have been here seen, but there is no audience. To whom are we going to talk to? Are we going to talk to the chairs or to whom? You are the very people who appointed us to lead you. And without General Assembly, there is no leadership. You cannot maintain that office without those who selected you. So I request you, in the next program or in next event, I request everyone to be there earlier, and we go back to our places earlier. To all South Sudanese here, today I urge you to take education seriously. All of us, we came here for education, not just for fun. And you should have to think about what is the reason and what brought you here. And your father, some of us here, especially firstborn, if you have firstborn here, make sure that you are the hope of the family. You are the very person to change your family. What if you come up to Rwanda and you fail to take back the degree? So how will your family feel? And you know that this crisis of today in Juba, getting money is very hard. And the parents are there busy, always, sending you $200 per month. Apart from paying school fees, other things like sickness.
So make sure that you calculate all this. They are doing that so that you are going to pay back. Even if you are not going to pay them, you are going to take care of your sibling. So at this juncture, I will not take much. Also concerning our cultural group, I would like also to apologize. They are not here currently. They have some other commitment. Most of them are finalists. So some are busy with their research. So they did not make it to come here today. I apologize on that. Thank you so much. God bless you all.